Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have a really fun episode. We're going to be reviewing Carnage 9. And again, just killing it with the covers every month on this title. Alright, guys, now before we get dived into that, I do want to let you know about the 600 subscriber giveaway. When we hit 600 subscribers, we'll be giving this book away. It's a Marvel #1 variant cover. All you have to do is like the video, comment down below, and be subscribed to the channel, and that'll give you a chance to win. Alright, guys, let's get dived into Carnage #9. Now, as always, we're going to be going heavy into spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled for Carnage 9, that's your warning. Next, we always shout out the creative team, because without the creative team, we wouldn't have a comic book, right, guys? So on this issue of Carnage, we have Ram V as the writer, Francesco Mana as the artist, Eric Arciniega is doing colors, Joe Sabino's doing letters, and Kendrick Kunka Lim is, as usual, knocking out the covers. Now, it starts. I'm actually going to read this. I really like Ramvy's writing throughout this. I wouldn't be able to read it all. It'd probably take like a half hour. But yeah, this will just give you a taste. The Forge of Gods, where Eitree's dwarves once tampered the hearts of stars and beat living tempests into mallets of elder stone and garnwood. The forge fed the incessant strife of the 10 realms. Those who held its weapons and armor were assured victory with great fondness. Eitree called his personal forge the Godmaker. Its bellows stoke such fires that wayfarers treading upon Nidavir's surface mistook the vents for volcanoes. But no more, no longer. The ravens at the forge gates have long been dead, and the forge itself silenced by a poetic end, unmade by a weapon of its own making, its fires doused by the great hammer Mjolnir, its blacksmiths sundered by thunder and stone. So many were killed that the forge has laid still and gray in mourning ever since. It has been long since there was breath in the bellows, since there was fire in the hearth, long since the sounds of metal and stone. But that is not where Nidavir's misfortune ends. No, by all accounts, it was a massacre of godly proportions. But today is different. The cold metal shudders deep within the echoing halls of the forge, as if it knows that this day in Nidalvir there will be carnage. As we see Carnage Godmaker Part 1 start. And yeah. So Carnage is basically breaking into Nidavir's forges, and he approaches Eitrig's brother to try to, because at this point Eitrig is dead, so his name's Drorin Runehewer, and so he tries to get Drorin to craft him a weapon, and you know, Drorin's like, I don't, I came here to destroy the forge, pretty much, and I'm not making you a weapon. And Carnage is able, with great ambition and wonderful dialogue, to slowly be able to convince him otherwise. Additionally, then, we get some more about Detective John Shade. So John Shade, is being talked to by Cletus Cassidy, or the portion of Cletus Cassidy that he has. And we get one of the greatest action scenes we've got so far, and use of John Shade's powers, as he takes out this orc guy with just his arm turns into a giant blade, displaying a pretty full use of venom power there. And still wearing his his suit and tie, no less. Show off another panel of that too, so we can see here he's kind of wielding a stick that he's got, and that's maybe the best shot that we've got so far of his face in his Venom form. And it's interesting. He kind of has like a half face and a half human face, almost like it's only halfway a part of him, right? So he's basically continue fighting on. By the end of it, he finally asks the Carnage symbiote, all right, fine. What's his next plan? Tell me where to go. And that's what we get. Obviously, he he basically just says, that's what I've been waiting for, you know, and he needs to be stopped. And then we go back to Drorin, and Drorin's actually talking uh, with Neely, with Kenneth Neely, the serial killer that's kind of been hanging out with Carnage. And interestingly enough, they kind of have a private conversation, and Drorin reveals that he's trying to sabotage the weapon that he makes for Carnage because he fears what Carnage will do with this weapon once he gets it. Kenneth Neely amazingly agrees that this has gone too far, and he once idolized Carnage, but now as he says, I was a fool to have pursued him, and now I don't know if I can ever be free of him. So he's even kind of changing his tune, and then we get a little bit of Jonathan Shade here, and he's traveling through a portal, and it looks like possibly, hopefully ending up where we are in Nidilver, Niflheim, making this weapon, because we find out here on the very next panel, the last few pages of the book, that Carnage's master plan, guys, is to make himself the all-black Necrosword, the Butcher's Blade. And it even shows this kind of representation there of that, and Carnage just says, I think we'll make a few modifications. And like I said, spoilers, there's always spoilers on this. It does show in the next issue, we have kind of a horned devil looking Carnage raising the Necrosword out of the forge there. Obviously, I mean, maybe you can already tell I'm super enjoying this one. Definite thumbs up, early thumbs up. Oh man, this is just so much fun. Check this cover out. These covers are always just nailed out of the park. And the interior art is also super awesome. Yeah, man, I'm excited. It's kind of heading where I thought, and it might even be heading somewhere bigger than what I thought. It almost seems like Carnage is gonna get so powerful that we're gonna need some other heroes to help take him on. How is Detective Shade gonna do this by himself? I just can't see that happening at this point. Carnage is seemingly gonna get a all black, all father Necrosword, or and yikes, that's pretty scary. Yeah, no, and finally revealing some more about Detective Shade's powers and his power set. I'm just having so much fun with this. A lot of it does, the art is always super fantastic, but the way that Ram V writes, as you saw in the little bit that I gave you guys, it's just really poetic and beautiful. And I really love this comic for that too. That every week it's kind of hitting on all cylinders for me. I'm just having a lot of fun with it. So that's what I have today, guys. Like I said, Carnage 9 gets a thumbs up. Hopefully, we're on a collision course with Detective John Shade and Carnage. That's what I have today, guys. Remember, if you like this kind of content, you watch this far into the video, like, comment, subscribe, helps the algorithm, and you can win a book. We'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.